What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What we got going on here is a 2001 SV 650S, I believe. Basically, customer found me through another shop that I do a bunch of work for referrals from Spokes Garage here. Awesome guys. Hit them up if you guys need some tires changed or any accessories put on your Harleys and other bikes. But anyways, basically he's having a charging system issue. He says that his battery's not charging. It had died. They have to recharge the battery, so on and so forth. This is his first bike. So we're basically just going to go through this thing, and I'm going to show you guys what to check. Basically, we'll check battery voltage. We'll start it up and see if the charging system is working it at all or not. And then if not, then we'll check the stator output statically. We'll check it for ohms first, then we'll check it to ground, and then we'll check the AC voltage output. And that'll let us know if the stator's working or if the rectifier's bad. So let's jump into this thing, check out what's going on with the charging system. All right, let's pop the seat off. He's already got the screws out or the bolts out of this thing, so it's not even in there. Battery's up underneath the seat. Pull this little tray up and out. The battery is down in there. So let's see what kind of voltage we have here. Let's see if I can't get you guys a view of what's going on, maybe, so I don't drop this on the ground. I'd hate to screw this thing up. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see what kind of voltage we have in the battery first. And what we got, if I can find the terminal here. We're at 12.85, which is good. Key on. Just kind of slowly wet and see where it kind of settles at. It's pretty good right there. Let's hit the button. Oh, gotta use, of course I gotta use a clutch on this one. All right, let's jump back in here. See what kind of charging voltage we have in an idle. Positive, negative. So right now we're at 12.9 at an idle. It's slowly climbing, but that thing should be way up there. This thing's already started with 12.6, 12.8 volts. So let's go ahead and shut it off. I'm not gonna rev it up because it should be idling. It should be charged around 13.5. So let's shut this thing off. I'll pull the body work off of this thing real quick. Pull all the body work off, and then we'll jump in and check out the stator to see what's going on with that. All right, guys, got the bottom lower off, seat off, right side fairing in the back. I just want to show you where it goes to and from. So basically, it starts right back in here, runs up through the frame, across the back here. We'll come around to this side on your right side rear. A couple screws you got to take out, and then right here it does have like a little jump harness on it from factory. So we're going to unplug the yellow one. We'll check ohms on that to see if we have any opens, and then we'll check from this to ground, and then we'll check AC voltage output. All right, so let's unplug. This is what brings your AC voltage. This is going to be your crank trigger right there. So let's go ahead and figure out where we can put this at. I don't know where we're gonna set that at, but anyways, we'll check that to see if we have any opens. Should have ohms, 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. Well, that's good. Now we'll check from each one to ground. Let's see if we have any shorts to ground. Nothing. Nothing. I don't think you guys can see let me throw my voltmeter down here a little bit. There we go. Give you guys a better look. Let's go back to each point. So cross them up. 0.3, take 0.3 off. So right now, 0.4. 0.4. Even though it says 0.7, I'm taking the 3 away for the resistance in the thing. 0.5. And then from each one to ground, any ground on the bike is fine. Nothing, so we'll just leave this one here. Ooh, see that? Oh, I had something there for a second. Let me go to the battery ground, which is honestly the best ground. It was kind of weird it jumped around like that. So let's see what's going on here. Nothing. No. See? I'm not sure what's going on. That's showing 25, 20, 30 some odd milliamps or milliohms to ground for a second. That one is. They're all showing that. Let's move this. Let me unhook the crank trigger. Move this around a little bit. Check it again. Nothing, nothing, and nothing. Okay, so now let's fire it up. We'll turn it on volts AC. We're gonna check between all 3 points again. I'm gonna point you guys down like this because I don't want it up here while it's running. Let me go get the key, turn it on. I'm on. Oh wait, I probably had the gas turned off. Yep. Come on. Oh, I got the crank trigger unplugged. I'm like, what? I figured, yeah, let me plug this back in. Let me get some fire back to the unit. That'll definitely help. If that's not hooked up, it's definitely not gonna do any good. All right, got her kind of revved up right now with the choke. 53. 53. 53. 53. 53. All right, so it had no open circuits in the stator. All right, check that between all 3 points, all three, left the bottom two, top, and then this one. And then same thing with ground. You check each one to ground, and then you turn it on. I use the choke to kind of rev it up to see how high it was going. And then you go from each one, AC voltage, here, here, and then these two. They all should be relatively close and shouldn't be blowing off the charge. It's blowing off the charge, your stator's overcharging. So I'm gonna probably chalk this one up right now, honestly. Probably a bad rectifier on this one. I'm gonna get an OEM one ordered. That way it's on its way. There is a way to test a rectifier. And I will show you guys that here momentarily so we can just double check and make sure. But the quickest way to check to see if it's a rectifier is actually by checking the stator like I just did. So we'll double check the forward bias and reverse bias on the rectifier to show you guys how to do that. I personally kind of think sometimes it's a waste of time, but it's another step I can show you guys. Something to learn, something to put in your repertoire of things. And each one pretty much kind of tests the same. You just got to do forward bias, reverse bias. You just have to know which pins to touch. So let's jump into that right now. All right, guys, so here we go. According to the service manual, this is how you check the regulator rectifier on this 2001 Suzuki SV 650. Now, if you can see, you check from the red plug to yellow 1. This is why the service manual is kind of important, so you know which one's yellow 1, yellow 2, yellow 3, and the black white. This is exactly how you do it. You're gonna check, we're checking the diodes to make sure they're working this way and not backwards. So let's go ahead and jump in here and check this out real quick. All right, guys, so basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and turn this on diode where we have it at. We're gonna test from the red one. We put the black there, and then we'll go through each one of these, and it should be anywhere from 0.4 to 0.7. So there's 0.5 roughly, 0.58, 0.509. That's that one. Yep. And then we need to go to yellow 1 and yellow 2. So yellow 1 and yellow 2, or I might have that backwards. Yellow, there we go. Let's see, red over that way. Yellow 1 to red, 1.5, 1.5, approximately 1.5. So Negative would go to yellow 1. And then we would go to yellow 2, it says 1.5. I got nothing, nothing. We'll switch them out just to check in case we're backwards. Nothing, nothing. Yellow 2, nothing, nothing, nothing there. Let's just, and that's all on diode, and that's what we need to be on. And then we can go black, white. So we'll put black, white here. And then we're gonna go to red, which is 1.5 approximate. And then it should be yellow 1. It says 1.5. All right, so you guys can see, sorry about the phone call I had. That was on some fork seals. I just got finished up. He just let me know about that, how the ride was. But anyways, you can see I tested all of these things and we got just a 1, and everything else has come up with nothing. Nothing at all. Forward bias, it doesn't matter. Reverse bias, it still doesn't matter. We'll run through it one more time. There's a rock falling out there. So let's see if I can't get this guy set back in here at a halfway decent angle. You may or may not be able to. So let me see if I can't move the camera. Kind of show you guys what's going on here again. So again, we'll go from the black probe, we'll put it on red. We're going from the back, easier that way. And then the red probe, we're gonna start on 1, and that shows 0.5, which is in spec. 2, 0.5 in spec. 3, a diode 0.5 in spec. Now you can also do it reverse bias to make sure the diode's working that direction, and go like this, and you get nothing, okay? So the next test is, that was this one. The next test will be put it on yellow, black probe on yellow 1, yellow 1, and the test between yellow 2, yellow 3, and black white. So we'll put this on yellow 1, which is making connection. We'll check yellow 2, nothing, nothing, nothing. So that you know that diode's not working. We can check from yellow 1 to black. And we had just this, oh, there's 5. And here, nothing, nothing. So we got that one there's working to that. Next one is going to be just the same test for the other 2. Should be the same situation. So basically go to yellow 2, check the yellow 3, yellow 1, black white, and we're good there. Actually, we're not, yeah, we're good there. And then on 3, 1, 2, and then 3, we're good there. And then you would go black, white there, and you go 1, nothing. If I can get that out of there. 2, 3, and then we also check to red, nothing. So we know the rectifier is bad. It's got, the diodes are not working right. They're barely working, if anything at all. So we'll order up a new rectifier for this thing. And again, that's right here on the service manual. You put it on diode and you check it that way. That's according to the service manual. If you think I did something wrong, say something, but that's according to the service manual. And again, I usually just check it from the stator, and that usually lets me know if the stator's not outputting correctly, blah, blah, blah. But at 5,000 RPMs on this thing, you want above 60 volts, and we were probably around 40, 35, probably something like that, and we had 53 on each leg, so we know we're going to be really good at 5,000 RPM. So I'll order up a new rectifier for this thing. We'll throw it on here, and we'll see if that cures our charging problem. Again, I do have hats. This one is old and dirty, and shirts. If you guys are interested, let me know. So let's get that ordered up and see if this thing fixes that charge. All right, guys, so we're back on this SV650. We finally got this rectifier in. The OEM one was on back order, did not have a release date, so unfortunately we did have to go with an aftermarket one. But let's see what we got when we plug this bad boy in. Let me go ahead and set my multimeter up there. We're just going to plug it here. Remember, it's on the right side in the tail section. And we weren't hardly getting any charging voltage at all. So let's see what happens now that we got that. Let's throw this thing on choke. We'll put this down here like so. We'll fire this bad boy up. Almost sounds like it's running on one cylinder. But anyways, let's see what we got going on. There we go, look at that. 13, 14 volts, not quite at idle. We're about 3,000 RPMs. I'm gonna take the choke off. So at an idle right now, we're at 14.1, 14.2. That's really, really good actually. 14.2.3. 4, slowly going up. So as long as we don't get around like 14.7, we'll be all right. But 14.2, climbing here, 14.2.6. That's really, really good. So I think we got this charging issue fixed with this 2001 SV650. Woo! So, like I said, the OEM one was on back order with no release date, unfortunately. But, you know, we did get an aftermarket one. We got it from Ricky Staters, I think, is where we come from. I'd have to go double check. I get some stuff from them. But you guys see we checked the stator. Stator checked out. We did all the tests according to how the book said to do it. We could show that the rectifier was bad, not working. Then we got a new rectifier in. It took a week or so to get it in. Plugged it in just now. Boom, right off the bat at an idle, 14.26, holding steady. That is awesome. So guys, there we go. Charging problems fixed on this bad boy. I got to do the oil filter, and then do a safety inspection on it. Give the customer a call. Tell me to come pick it up. He's been waiting a while. This is his first bike. Again, guys, if you got any questions about motorcycles, ATVs, or UTVs, please drop a comment below. I'll try to get back to you. You can find me on Facebook at Limitless Power Sports Service and Repair. You can also find me on TikTok at Limitless Power Sports Sir and Rep. Then you can shoot me an email at limitlessports78@gmail with any questions. I'll do the best I can to answer them. And if you guys need anything else, just let me know, and I'll be happy to take care of you. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on my next upload.